Alright, first things first, nobody likes the standoffs right here, so we're gonna get rid of those. I found a cheap drill on OfferUp for $5, so this is what I'm using to drill out the standoffs. Alright, so the standoffs weren't perfect, so I had to use a nail cutter and use the file on the nail cutter to file out all of the standoffs because they were like blazed out in a hole and it was really weird. Also, this clip is really old, so don't mind the tape stuff that you see on the top. It's nothing. I was experimenting. Alright, next all I did was add a piece of foam from KBDFans. So to save the trouble of going through the whole process, I just completed the whole build now. As you can see, I have PBT Mizu on, and on the back I have a prototype of a O-ring mounted Tofu that I got in from someone, but you can do the same thing on a DZ60 by cutting these holes here. Ignore those top and bottom holes, I was also experimenting then. There should already be holes there when you get the PCB, just make sure to avoid cutting onto the lines here. That actually matters, and if you cut into that, it breaks. Anyway, continuing on to the build, we have GAT inks with marshmallows on the num keys. I'm also using a plate foam. It's the modular plate foam from KBDFans, but you can also get it from Divinity. I also messed up my left shift key and my right shift key, but I didn't realize until after I had already soldered the whole PCB down, so it's okay. The O-ring that I'm using is the Back and Echo O-ring. It was on sale on Keycaps website for a while, but I don't know if it's still on sale or not. It is, however, a perfect fit, and you can friction fit it into the case very easily with the left and right standoffs inside of the case. And here's your sound test. Now that's supposed to be the end of the video, but I saw a video from this guy on YouTube, Lim, specifically this one, right? And he taped the underside of his PCB, and it sounded really good, so I wanted to give it a try. Also, be sure to subscribe to him, bro. He makes pretty similar videos to me, and he just loves keyboards. Anyway, so that's exactly what I did. I took some electrical tape, and I just taped the hell out of the underside of the PCB. Honestly, I was sketchy at first, but the results were really, really amazing to me. I don't have any B-roll footage to put here, so I'm gonna just put some Valorant clips that I have. But anyway, do I recommend doing this mod to your Tofu? I don't know. If you have the experience and you know exactly what you're doing, then I would 100% recommend you do this mod. It makes it sound so good, and honestly, it sounds a lot better than a lot of the endgame top mounts out, like a KU or something. I prefer a gaskety sound, and that's exactly all it is. It's just preference. But in my keyboard expertise, I do recommend that you do this mod if you have the tools required. I got my drill for $5 at OfferUp. I don't know if you have the same luck or not. Just make sure that you know what you're doing and that you get all the steps correct. However, one thing I do recommend that everybody tries is that tape mod. Once again, thank you to Lim for the idea, but yeah, that mod, bro, it made my keyboard snappier, thockier, creamier, every word that you can imagine to describe a board to sound good. That's what that tape mod did, and honestly it blew my mind. Yeah, go out there, create your PCB, buy an O-ring, drill your case, you know, you should paint it while you're at it, you know. And I 100% recommend that you do the tape mod, and I'll just let you guys enjoy this collab.